Noobtoob review request. Silent Hill for the PlayStation. Ooh, doesn't that music just chill you to the bone? It gets me every time. Silent Hill is a survival horror released back in 1999, back when I was still a kid and too young to play it, but I still did, thankfully. The game's story takes place in Silent Hill, a mysterious ghost town with a dark past. You play as Harry Mason, and you're driving in your car with your daughter Cheryl next to you. It's dark, and out of nowhere, a womanly figure crosses the road. Harry loses control over the steering wheel and crashes the car. He passes out. When he awakes, he finds out that Cheryl is missing. You'll get out of the car and start searching for Cheryl. Get ready for a crazy ride. The atmosphere. The game is all about it. The foggy atmosphere of the town is giving an eerie and scary vibe. The camera is on follow, but on certain corners and alleyways it is semi-set to give you a nice cinematic view of the surroundings and the horrors that lay await from you. The town has two layers. The first one is the calm Silent Hill. It's silent, creepy and very foggy. The second, alternate Silent Hill, oh boy, this is everyone's worst nightmare. It's the same world, but concrete has been replaced with rusty iron fences. Walls are replaced with barbed wires with babies strung on them. Blood is everywhere, and the most disgusting creatures have come out to haunt you. But there is more. There are little subtle things that freak you out. Let me give you an example. When you get to the school, you enter a certain bathroom on the second floor. When you exit it, you're on the hallway of the third floor. Stuff like that. There's a locker that's moving and making noises in the calm Silent Hill, but when everything goes crazy to alternate Silent Hill, it gets a lot worse in that room. When it comes to atmosphere, music plays a big role, and this game nailed it. I have never heard such horrific noises in a game. It sounds like heavy industrial machines that keeps getting louder and louder. It feels like you're losing your mind. Also, on the beginning you obtain a radio. This radio gives static when danger is nearby. It warns you of enemies. It doesn't kill the surprise completely, cause you have to remember you can only see about 10 feet in front of you. So the static gets louder and louder as the monsters creep towards you. This makes it so much more scary. As you go through Silent Hill looking for your daughter Cheryl, you'll find clues to her whereabouts and solve puzzles. These are interesting but simple puzzles. They mostly involve finding objects and using them in a certain way. It sometimes does get annoying when you cannot find the last piece of the puzzle within a certain area, cause you're feeling claustrophobic, scared throughout this whole game. You won't chill much. So you really want to keep moving and get it over with. Which kinda sound bad, but it's a positive. It pushes you and sucks you in completely. The combat isn't much to brag about. You get around 4 guns, a handgun, shotgun, rifle, and well, I think that's it. You'll mostly use melee, pipes, axes, kitchen knives to make you feel even more helpless, right? The combat works. It's not broken, but it's not Ninja Gaiden either. It feels a lot like Resident Evil, but then with melee weapons. The game features about 5 different endings. I was shocked at the first ending I got, but then I found out there's more, so that gave me a lot of replay value. And because I was so into it, and the game really touched me, it freaked me out beyond a level I've never been freaked out before, I played it again and again to watch all the endings. So in the end, my review might not be totally fair since I played the game when I was a little kid, all alone at nights in the dark. Of course it freaked me out, it's an 18 plus game. But playing it a few years later, it gave me the same feeling, with nostalgia included. I recommend it to anyone that is, well, not much of a graphics whore, cause it's gonna look outdated. A lot of people say Silent Hill 2 was the best one in the series, but I was already so traumatized from the first game that the second made less of an impact. Even though it fucked me up at an early age, I'm glad I got to experience it. This is Geperdo aka Tension, and this is my request review of Silent Hill on the PlayStation. For Noobtoob, of course. Yow!